a plan. He'll just let the game dictate to him how it's going to go.
That's part of the growth we were talking about.
He couldn't get the slider anywhere near where he wanted to.
Park has trouble with it, and Gonzalez is going to reach to start.
Hit pretty hard, but decided that he was going to start throwing curveballs, and he landed a couple of them to where he wanted. Took a big step in what it means to be a major league starting pitcher.
Because those hitters, Gonzalez getting a big lead over at first. Getting a swing and miss on that. Ahead on Yastrzemski. Doesn't bite. No. They've won 7 of 8 now. Doesn't go for that curveball, so now it's really pleasant Sunday afternoon. 72 degrees at game time. Wilmer Flores, big time RBI guy. Foul ground, and Chavis gave it a try. Wasn't up there for very long.
If there was no railing, he would have really, or no netting, he would definitely have been saying hello. He would have been in the seats. The railing right there only.
2 Giants aboard, 1 on an error, 1 on a walk. And not getting that one. Fastball right at the knee. Worked 2 World Series. Alex Tosi, Mike Molinsky, John Libka. There's a walk. He's hit 14 home runs.
Not really missing by a ton so far.
'98. Keller trying to get out of some early hot water. There's a bounding ball, but it's past the shift. Nobody home, and 2 runs will score on that. The Giants have an early.
I mean, that's something that you have to learn to deal with because the umpires are always out there, so and they're trying their best to stay out of the way.
No doubt.
Last thing they want to do is become part of a play.
2 on and still nobody out. 2-0 Giants. Brandon Belt.
And most of the time that second base umpire, he was a view for that center fielder.
Another slow roller. This time that should be easy double play. It is. And once the bases were loaded, that it's a 2-run inning. After the bases were loaded, nobody out. Oh boy. Tommy LaStella with men at the corners. Peterson with a 2-run single. An eventful first. Ahead 0-2. Big curve, not competitive, stays outside. What do you say?
I guess at times there's an argument.
2-2. Estrada was running, but he strikes him out. It goes to 98.
Yeah, that's a nice power
Area where they got kids play zone. That's been expanded. I'd like to watch the game. If you can keep them.
Sit there and check it out.
Yeah, if you can keep them in one place, yeah. Brandon Crawford will start the Giants' second inning. And a ground base hit. Just found a hole.
Out there and back in the dugout real quick.
Ground ball.
There we go. Perfect.
Look at lead out. And 2, a double play. Second one turned for Keller today. Yeah, so more ground balls. That time, another double play ball.
Grounders are good. It doesn't mean you're not going to give up hit.
The rope
Yeah.
sectioning them off.
And even those weren't home runs.
Those were triples.
So, yeah, to throw ground balls. I mean, there was a while there where it was almost like around here, ground ball was a dirty word. Could be a good ground ball pitcher. And nothing against strikeouts. I don't want to start that argument.
8-pitch inning for Keller.
3 ground balls.
And you're out of the inning quick.
Bounced one in the grass. It was everywhere. And he needed something he could throw for a strike. So he told me, I'm going to bounce this on the plate for a strike 3 curveball and get a swing. You're thinking about just kind of guiding it over in my hand, and that would give me more control over where the ball was going. And I'm sure it takes some spin off of it, but who cares? It could be spinning a million miles an hour. If it bounces 3 feet in front of the plate, what good is it? Yeah, you would just try to choke the ball back a little bit and give you better command and give you something that you can throw for a strike. And really, once you start landing a couple and get confidence, like he said, you're in a catcher.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about Thompson and how he goes out and he has pitchability, but pitchability is probably not the best term. He goes out and he pitches. He understands what he has on that given day. Doesn't matter what the scouting report says. If the cutter's not there, he's not. He almost has a changeup in that pitch because of speed difference from 98 to 78, right?
Oh yeah, the curveball is always your slowest pitch. If you one pitch, if you wanted to, you can flatten it out. You can throw it, what they say, 12 to 6. Do a lot of different things with it. So. The curveball is a very valuable pitch where you want to a little bit better, and it slows the pitch down too when you choke it back like that. Turns it into that changeup you were talking about. He will be the first one to tell you he's a big, going out there with a plan type guy, and he would be very stubborn at times to stick with it.
No question, you have to adapt and adjust on the fly. And how did you work on that? How did you?
Willing to try different grips and things to see if something maybe works better, or or maybe feels a little bit better, and that's all that is. It's playing catch. Everybody plays catch, kind of mandatory nowadays. They all get in a line down the corner every day, and you're not just out there just lobbing the ball back and forth. You're going to be evolving, especially if you're going to be out there like Quintana for sure is one of those guys. You're going to be out there for 10 plus years. You're not going to pitch when you're 32 like you did when you were 22.
And here's the last that I would try to get him when I was going away. I would set up a way for him to get it in the zone, or excuse me, to get it in the zone, and then away I want the strikeout. We'll get back to that.
All right.
More from Michael coming up. And welcoming in our guest here. I don't know if anyone is familiar with who it is.
Yes, I'm guessing.
Hi, Steve.
Joe, Bob, good to be with you.
Father's Day, they brought my dad in.
You used to call me your brother. Big brother.
More my dad. Absolutely beautiful day. Surprised you're not out on the links somewhere.
Well, I played a couple days in the heat, and I need to look at the ballpark and day baseball. It's just all good.
I know your dad was a big part of your baseball life. Do you have any recollections?
When he was 6, that's a pretty good prediction, and it came through.
Yeah, I mean, you can't script anything like that to see your dad get out of the. We all have singular moments with our dads, and that one will be with me for the rest of my life. It's simple. I mean, well, that's game 3.
Well, that's game 3. I see.
We're down 2-0. I pitched the game of my life in game 3, a 3-hitter, and he gets down there on the dugout and comes around, jumps setting. Not everybody can get down on the field, but that doesn't make it any less.
We got to go to a break.
All right. Jack Sawinski with the home run, so he and Hoyt Park with homers. That double play ball, he is retired 8 in a row now. Getting a lot of soft contact. That's a lazy fly ball out to Jack. One out. So 9 in a row sent down. Raise money for research for the Prostate Cancer Foundation. Since 1996, they've been doing that. That's why through the years you see the blue things in here. In this case, the batting gloves for Austin Wind. Scientific breakthroughs and some new medications that have been able to help prostate cancer survivor. Got another 12 years out of it. Diagnosed in his late 70s. So
not gonna not going to be the end of you. It's treatable, and we can take care of you. And there's other kind of adjustments that you make that aren't even really noticed by anybody other than yourself. Remember, he walked 2 guys in that first inning. Looked like control was going to be an issue. Now, I don't know what change he made, if any, but I'm just saying that a lot of times when you see those scenarios and adjust that he does to prevent that, something he thinks about, I don't know, but those kind of adjustments happen. But there's always adjustments going on out there, and my guess is he made some kind of a move to do something.
Delivering a lot more strikes. 6 of the first 8 reached against him. 1 was an error behind him. Ball now. Just got the ball. That's fantastic.
You know, we're talking about how pitchers evolve over their career. Well, during a game, they're always making these little moves.
That was going to be the highlight of his day. Out to Sawinski. Tried for it. Going to get by him with 2 outs. Gonzalez can run. He's trying for third, and he's going to be in there.
Let me ask you, Joe, with 2 outs, nobody on base.
Shelton was saying the other day, you got to embrace it. We're going to fail. The gravity of teaching lessons are magnified at the major league. Let's do it again the second time. See if Keller can get out from underneath that. It's also get him to chase the curve. Now 1-2
to the plate. You think about that, and now you stay within yourself, and you're actually throwing the ball harder without trying to.
So after the 2-out triple, it gets
his load. Look, he's got a leg kick on the left side. That's actually his right-handed swing. This is left-handed swing. It's a lot simpler. Picks it up, puts it down, not very high. But watch this, guys. That's the A. Now same distance apart almost with his legs. We're going to really sync it up together right here and show you how close he gets and how unbelievable it is. Get to this spot. So they land at the exact same spot when you tie them together. Just so cool to see how good this guy is and how spot almost same width. The angles are a little bit different, so but you can see he gets that same width, gets that athletic position so he can get his best swing off. Doesn't matter how you start.
We'll have 2 pitchers will have different deliveries, but when the front foot comes down and the rotation begins from that point on, they're exactly the same. 2 different styles, right-handed and left-handed, until he gets that front foot down, and then he becomes the same guy and is very consistent hitting. With his swing is exactly like his bobblehead.
That's outstanding. Good observation. And yeah, it's impressive because he's got power from both sides. Always heard he had more power on the right, but man, he's been really crushing from the left this season.
Yeah, there's more than one way to skin a cat, I guess.
Swing, and that was his natural side. He just felt so much more comfortable in that left-handed batter's box, and it's the reality that most of these guys have. So you just got to kind of take it one day at a time. But this guy seems to have something figured out.
Well, and let me ask you this. As a hitter and in talking to switch hitters over the years, is it more common to find guys that are identical or more common to find guys like Reynolds that are way different in the analogy it's supposed to use as far as their mechanics of their swing?
I think it's like 2 different pitchers, honestly, Walk. I think they have 2 different personalities. In the left-handed box, you have one and I think even Brian Reynolds is using a different bat this year. He went and got tested and did some different things. He's got a different size bat for his right-handed swing that he does. That's all the same.
Well, it's especially over the last couple weeks. It's working. Keep doing it.
Ain't that the truth?
remarkable insight as always from Michael. I like the beard too. Mitch Keller rolling right. Consistent now.
Yeah, consistent in the fact that, you know, he's getting outs and stuff. Last start, so he's really doing, I think, a lot more thinking out there. What do I need to do today in this instance, in this inning, in this circumstance, with this hitter?
He's an unbridled Mustang. In a way, I think
he was. I think he's starting to.
Yeah.
Starting to be more of a horse that you can like ride a little bit, you know.
Spring training and before, when we saw those videos of him throwing 100. working in the winter, and we thought that that was going to be the breakthrough time, and it's really the
pitching is what gives you a nice long career.
Softly hit out to left. And Mitch Keller, 2 runs through.